Today I fear is one of my biggest battles ever with a motorcycle, and that involves me getting these forward controls off. So let me put the light on and I'll show you what I've done. I've moved the S1C out of the garage because I need all the room I can get. Now there's the bar, and I've managed to get a 17mm on there on some thread. So that means that nut's nicely locked on there. I'm going to fill the top up here with weld, let it cool down, put a spanner on and see if we can turn it out. Whether or not that's going to work, I have no idea. I've also got a bottle of water here in case of fires. The battery's all disconnected. And with the light as well, I can actually see through my welding mask. Oh. I've just noticed that. I hope he hasn't broken a bolt off going through. Oh, for God's sake. Oh dear, that's something else to look at then. Hopefully if he hasn't stripped it and broken a bolt off in there, I can put a washer on and just nip it up tight. Doesn't look to be leaking oil, but you don't want a hole like that. Oh great. Anyway, enough of that, let's get on with this. So I'll get the welder set up, set you up, blip some weld on, and we'll see what we can do. I really just need to stop noticing things. This is the gear shift. What's he got insulation tape around it? Oh, look at the flickering. That's if I go near the LED lamps. That's if I come away from the LED lamps. So the LEDs are interfering with the camera. I don't know if that's coming out on the screen or not. Right, here goes nothing. Oh, I can actually see. Why am I not feeding any wire? Look, wire's stuck. Hold on. Right, I'm not sure what came out then. I had earthing problems, so I had to sort that lot out. So I think we're ready to go, but it depends. I've been having earthing problems all the time trying to solve around this. Right. Glove. Right, take 596. Right, we're rocking and rolling. Let's leave that to cool down. We have got a serious blob of weld on there. Can you hear that crackling? Right, we'll let that cool and then we'll give it a pat, but I'm not expecting it to come off. Right, you can see the bolt there now, that's had time to cool down. Right, that's got that on there. Let's give it a gentle tap with the hammer. See if we can get this thing off. But to be honest with you, I'm expecting the bolt to break. That's what I normally have. So something moved, but we don't know what. Yeah, the bolt is moving. But is it moving to break off? Because that feels too loose to me. Yep, broken off. There you go. Right. All the weld in there, but it didn't grip. I'm running out of stub now. Right, we'll find bolt number 2 and we'll try again. Seems to have got an extra bit hanging down there, like a nodule. Right, we'll leave that to cool down. But yeah, I'm quite impressed with my weld nodule. Right, see if this one will come off. I might have to just use the open-ended due to my nodule of weld. No, that's going to break off. I can't move the blooming nut now. My nodular weld is going to hit on the engine casing. Can I break that off? Yeah. There we go. Still can't get the ring spanner on there. Right, we'll carry on. Let's get this nodule off. Yeah, it's going to just break off. I can feel it. Oh. Here it comes. And there it is, broken off again. Right, attempt 2. Try again. So what I've done for attempt 3 is I've cranked the nut right on. See if I can just tack on the end of it around it. So, oh, let me put the weld. Right, attempt 3. Bacon! Well, I don't really know why I've decided to put the stadium lamps on, but here goes nothing. You know it's going to break. If I was a gambling man, I'd have a tenner saying it's going to just snap off. Right, let's see if we can hammer it on a bit. Let me get a punch. Oh. Tap the ring on. It's not going to make much difference. I think we need a plan B, whatever that is. Jesus, it might actually be on. don't think it's moving, is it? It seems to be. I'm not sure it's undoing. God, I can't even move it. What is going on? Is it moving? No, I think I think I've welded it on so well it's not actually even moving. Oh God. Well, I think I've actually welded it on. The spanner's actually slipping now. Oh, great. You just can't make this stuff up, can you? Right, that's got it. Yeah, now the nut is moving. But it's going to break off. Yeah, you can see that coming. Right, it'll be off in a minute. Yeah, look, there it comes. Come on, break off then, if you're going to. There it comes. Hey! Casualty number 3. I'll have to get a Medivac in soon. We'll have so many casualties. Oh, I need a cup of tea. I've got to refresh. Right, I think what I'm going to try and do is build up a little head of weld and then put a nut over the header weld and then weld onto the weld, if that makes sense. It doesn't. Oh, got no wire. Oh. This I've. Right, let's just trim that. It's better now I can actually see what I'm doing. Yeah. Right. Temp 299. This is the worst thing when you're trying to get out broken studs and bolts, and you just have to battle and battle and battle, and then eventually it will come. Famous last words. I can't see, the stadium floodlights are not working. Right, now I can see. Better. Hello, what's happening now? Oh, it's welded itself to the end of the gun. Listen. Nodule on there. That's what I mean by a nodule, and then you can put a bolt on it, gives you something else to weld on. We'll try that, it might not work. Right, attempt 4. Come on, let's get some wire. Right, let's get the old bacon sizzling. Stadium of Light. Come on. Always good to keep an eye out for a fire. Right, we'll wait for that to cool down. Temp 5, I think. I've redone the earth clamp. See whether this makes any difference. I've had to bring the S1C back in though, so I haven't got much room yet. Not even enough to swing one of our cats. Right. Here goes nothing. Oh God, I'm not even in the right position. Right. God. Can't even see. I was perfectly positioned last time, not this time. Keep covering up the light. Right. Sake. Where's the wire clippers gone? That didn't work well at all, did it? Can't even move. Can't even see him. God. I was so well set up before. Right, let's try that. This ain't going to work though, is it? I'll have to get the bike back out here. No, I can't do it. I've got too cramped.